Greetings, greetings. Greetings and welcome to the Evening Curve, 7 p.m. broadcast. So, what are we going to talk about today? How about we talk about Colusa County Superior Court? Approximately 10 to 14 years ago, I declared my independence in a court hearing at Colusa Superior Courthouse. They found me to be an independent and sovereign nation. As my own king, I named myself my own diplomat. That means I have diplomatic immunity. Now, if I have diplomatic immunity as far as 10 to 14 years ago, how can they have arrested me 7 years ago in court case CR 54728? I would like to explain how this happens and how they sent me illegally to a mental hospital at which I did not sign in and therefore should have been sent back to county. Instead, I was left there for 7 months. Hey, Robert Gum, how are you doing today? So, let's talk about how Colusa County Sheriff's Station knowingly and willfully broke my rights of international diplomatic immunity. How powerful is Colusa County Sheriff that they can arrest a foreign diplomat? Greetings. Oh, I'm very well, Robert. Very well, very well. Yeah. No. No, I don't want it. That's yours. So, how powerful is a county sheriff's station that they can willfully break diplomatic immunity protections? I would like to bring internal affairs into this and investigate Colusa County Sheriff's Office for their illegal procedures. Do you know they accept bribes? I did not break any laws to get arrested. The arrest was totally trumped up. For one, you have the right to face your accuser in court. However, I was faced with 5 confidential witnesses. This means there are 5 witnesses which are not going to testify, whose testimony is still being viewed. How can they view the testimony when there is no testimony? There's no person to give the testimony. I have the right to see my accusers. That's one problem. Next, there's supposed to be 5 children who've made reports against them. Yet each child says verbatim the same thing. No 5 children, even if you train them in what to say, are going to say verbatim the same thing. They're going to alter it a little bit. So I want to know how this is actually a court proceeding. And how much did the court receive to arrest me and piece apart my company? Because while I was being processed, they had court proceedings which ripped apart my company, Croft Incorporated, and gave it to various other people. So how can they do this when I have diplomatic immunity, which protects my company? Colusa County has totally blown a hole in the law and is trying to cover it up and hide it by claiming I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. They claim I did time in a mental hospital. I never signed in. I was there illegally. I could put you in a mental hospital. Doesn't mean you're insane. 1370 program is not insanity. 1370 program is court competency training. Are you competent in court procedures? If we put you in court, will you behave yourself or are you going to act up? That is what court competency training is. I was not in there for mental disruption. I was in there for court competency classes. So, once again, I say, what gives Colusa County the power they have over a foreign nation? I ask any English, Canadian, or UK citizen who views this. Contact your government. Tell them I am in need. In England, I am recognized as Albany Bligh, the Earl of Alorcia, or James Monroe Bradsher, the Earl of Ambercroft. Either one will suffice. Tell them as an English citizen, I demand English rights, and that the embassy needs to contact me. So please, I await the embassy. So now, PG&E, I own 30% of Pacific Gas and Electric Corporation stock. As I own 30%, and they owe me a huge payoff every pay period, I would like them to pay Deborah Louise Moore's bills. Her electric bill should be paid out of my investment. It's a huge amount this month, and it needs paid. All of her bills should be paid every month off that investment. Hello, King of Norway, huh? I would think about it. So, how are we going to bring these rogue officers at Colusa County Sheriff's and Colusa County Superior Court to justice? I recommend we bring in internal affairs. Also, we will need to bring internal affairs into Yuba Sutter County Sheriff. As they think they can investigate somebody with diplomatic immunity, they obviously need to talk to internal affairs. Same thing with Washington State FBI. They, of course, need to learn who they're dealing with. So, this is the Evening Curve with James Bradsher. For those of you just tuning in. And today's topic of conversation is small town sheriffs and how they get away with things that are illegal in America, such as bribery and willingly breaking constitutional rights. Dating the king's daughter? How old is the king's daughter? How old is this king's daughter? So, how do we deal with a small town sheriff that thinks they're gods? We are 50 miles away from Sacramento, yet Sacramento refuses to get involved because the criminals keep paying them off as well. The governor is useless. Last I knew, I was the governor, and I have diplomatic immunity, which means you can't take the governor's position away from me. So, how am I not still the governor? 49. 49. How about if we have an alliance so long as we're going out? If she ever breaks up with me, you're on your own and I still have the house. And of course, I'm sorry to be indiscreet, but of course, Her Royal Highness would have to allow me conjugals during our dating sessions. Very often, of course. Understand I'm a very lusty man. And of course, Her Royal Highness would have to understand that she is not the only woman in my household. I believe in polygamy, and I have already arranged several alliance marriages. An alliance date doesn't sound too appealing. I'm still looking for a lawyer, Cody. Sheesh. If he's not offering an alliance marriage, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in an alliance date. In order to get access to my money and a full alliance, I would have to have a wife from your country, a wife of royal blood. So I'm sorry. I am looking for a marriage commitment. If you are looking for an alliance, I'm looking for a lifetime commitment from you, not a whim of fancy. Are you robbing the freezer? Cool. I'm still looking for a lawyer. All right. No, I'm from California. I am from California. But there's no reason why you can't sue from Canada. Oh, you're a lawyer. All right. You got any pro bono hours left? Because I ain't got no money right now, honey. I mean, if we win, I'll give you 20% of the settlement. But until we win, I ain't got no money. 'This episode brought to you by Cherry Pepsi. Sold in stores near you. Excuse me. Now comes the part of this show that everybody loves. You all get to smoke a cigarette with the king. Light them if you got them. $35% is workable. I can give 35% of the settlement. That's fine. I'm looking for over $1 million anyway. I mean, this is a state-run hospital who housed me illegally as I didn't sign in. And it is illegal to house a patient in a hospital unless they sign in. So I have them right there by the short and curlies. Yeah, I'm in California. Yeah, I'm in California. But 35% would be perfectly workable. 35% would be totally workable. And you don't have to be in California to sue them. All you got to do is send them the paperwork, and they will have to send representatives to the court of your choice. Take them to court in Canada, sue them, and then we'll take the money. Yeah, if you sue them from Canada, America can't get involved and alter the court hearing. They can't say, this is America, you have to do what we say, because you're suing from Canada. It's a foreign country. We're protected in that regard. So please, sue from Canada. And get this, I want to sue them for malpractice and for mental anguish, pain, and suffering, because I have a phobia of needles, and they attacked me with a needle unprovoked. I refused medication because I was not on medication and I was not their patient. They forced me down. 8 people held me down while they injected me with a needle, and I have a needle phobia. that caused untold mental stress, mental anguish, pain, and suffering. I want over $1 million. I want as much money as I can get from that hospital. If you look up the court case, Calusa Superior Court, CR 54728, that is the trumped up case that got me sent to Metropolitan State Hospital for the 1370 program. So, and then you can subpoena information from the hospital and find out that I did not sign in. The only signature they have of me is on a document that says I am registered to vote. And that I worked for them for a couple months, hour a day. All right, Cody Crawley. The first troll I want dealt with is Sandman. He's the biggest one. He has multiple videos about me on his website, at least 3. That's harassment. He defames my character in every video. I want him for harassment and defamation of character. And mental anguish, because the thought that the Sandman is coming for me has got me staying up at night. So, my phone number is 1530-300-1500. Feel free to call me. We can hash this out. Awesome. Please tell me you're a real lawyer. Please tell me you're a real lawyer. If you are, you should be able to contact the Canadian and English government and find out that I am James Monroe Bradsher, the Earl of Ambercroft. I'm landed nobility. I own Ambercroft Estates. Okay, Cody Crawley, speak to you soon. But I own Ambercroft Estates as well as Alorcia. So if you could get the embassy to help me out, that would be nice, because I have English citizenship under the name Albany Bly. So, so this should be good. This should be good. If you subpoena the military for any information on me, they will have no choice but to give you the information they have. Some of it will be classified and blacked out, but some of it will not be. In this information is my order of forfeiture calling in the United States deficit, the receipts of me calling in the deficit. Oh, it's 32 minutes. That is the end of my show. I am sorry, but that is the end. You can call me after the show's over, after I log out. Go ahead and give me a call. But as my brother Night Owl says, spread the love, not the hate. Too much hate in the world. As Jesus says, love thy neighbor as if he was your brother. I know it makes it hard sometimes. Your neighbor is not always the best man. But you need to rise above that and love him as if he were your brother. And as I say, Bradsher Pingray 2020. Vote Bradsher Pingray in the coming election. That's a vote for affordable housing, free health care, and free education. So let's get this done. Change a life today. Go out and change somebody's life for the better. Like this lawyer. She's trying to change my life, or he's trying to change my life. Cody, he's trying to change my life for the better. So go out and change somebody's life. It doesn't take a whole lot of money to do it. Maybe you have a skill that you can use to help somebody. Doesn't cost you anything but a little bit of time. Help somebody every day. Help somebody. Make a difference in their life. And if we all do this, the world will be a better place. I guarantee it. The world will change. We just have to institute that change over the coming years. So stand up and make a difference. And with that, I'll let you go. Peace out, homies.